In the little time we have left, I'm going to do some personal consulting with you guys. Because what I hear on television, on my phone, on radio, on my computer, is that these devices are a curse for people trying to get a good night's sleep. And it's the color of the screen, or it's the time you have the screen. And don't use your phone in bed. Good luck with that. Mm-hmm. I don't know anybody who doesn't take his phone or her phone to bed.
Right, right.
You know, that's your bed partner.
Right, right.
Okay, where does this, have you seen this multiplying and exploding and destroying sleep?
Yeah, it's interesting that patients have really, people in general, are gravitating towards these devices as a way to understand their sleep, to objectify their sleep. And you know, patients come to me and they say, you know, look at this. I said, look at how many times I'm waking up, the deep sleep and so on. And I ask them, well, how do you feel about your sleep? They say, I don't like my sleep. I say, well, why do you want to look at this? I said, well, this is more objective. I want this. So it gives them something to follow. But you know, I think that there's some advantage or some benefit to these things because they've increased patients' sense of awareness of their sleep. They've given them, they've helped them pay more attention to their sleep. Right. So in that regard, I think they're positive. What you're referring to, I think, is the light coming into the eye and its effect. And that can be mitigated easily. I mean, the blue light can actually be disruptive of sleep. We know that. The blue light that's emitted by these devices. So blue light filter glasses might help that. Or some of these devices have a switch sleep mode. Yeah, that could be very.
Does that work? Does that help?
It seems to, yeah.
You know, when I was younger, God, that sounds really ancient. And we didn't use phones at night. We had a light, which was, because it was incandescent, typically red or pink, on a page with black and white type. And I can remember, ages of waking up with a book on my chest. Didn't seem to affect my sleep.
Well, it's also, you know, there are two aspects. One is the light and the blue light and so forth. But one of the keys of sleeping, there's a timing thing, and Carl mentioned that before. There's a timing system that goes on here. There's a certain sleep need that occurs as you stay up all day, and then finally you accumulate that sleep debt. And then, assuming there's no other disorder, there's the ability to relax. And if you're there with you're watching TV and the cell phone's in your hand and you're texting and whatever it is, you're probably not relaxing. You're probably not leaving the day behind you. You're not separating yourself from all the stresses of your day, that you're taking them right into bed with you. And
there could be a headline I would miss. My gosh, I need my phone at night.
You got it. And years ago when you had that incandescent lamp, you weren't worried about those headlines at night.
I realized I couldn't worry because it wasn't there. The other thing is my parents never let me have a TV in the bedroom. And I don't to this day, and my kids don't either. Right. But they bring their phones, so I'm not sure.
But you know, this is an art and not a science. I mean, in some patients' cases, they need that telephone, or they need that PDA or whatever it is to sort of get their minds off of what's been happening during the day, which has been bothersome to them, or their anxieties and what they focus on. So sometimes it could be beneficial, sometimes it could be harmful. So I think it's a matter of judgment whether or not you should use it.
Yeah, sometimes I have people always say, you shouldn't read in bed. But my perspective is, for some people like me, if I read in bed, I would read a few sentences and others, they'll take a book, get into bed, and they'll stay up all night until they finish reading the book.
I'll finish the book.
So obviously, one person should read, the other one shouldn't. There's no simple answer.